said he's going to give this session. They come down to Johor Bahru, so I'm based in Kuala Lumpur. So I said, okay, I'll come, and since it's organized by also Johor English Language Teaching Association, and then you talk about effectiveness in teaching. So I say I've got a project that when I was in Jemaah Nazir as Ketuan, yeah, we did this project in 1992. Yeah. So you see how whether anything has changed. Yeah. 92 to now is 2-3 years. It's 30 years. 30 tahun ya. So ada faktor-faktor sekarang ya yang baru compared to 30 years back. I will share with you one project that we did in Jemaah Nazir, as I say. As Steve mentioned just now, I started off as a teacher in Kelantan. Ini Kelantanis here. Orang Kelantan. I taught in two schools in Kelantan, Hamzah Macam and Sekolah Menengah China. Then I joined the Lembaga Pepeksan, went to do my masters, went to IEB, went to Jemaah Nazir, went to Majlis Pepeksaan Malaysia. So I've handled every language paper, every national exam in this country, SPM, UPSR. As Steve mentioned just now, I started the first 2 drafts of MUET, MUET, yeah, Malaysian University English Test. Yeah. Who among here are English teachers? Hand up. Guru Bahasa Inggris. You must be very proud, Guru Bahasa Inggris. Guru Bahasa Malaysia. Guru Bahasa Arabic. Ada Guru Bahasa Arabic. Guru Bahasa French, Prancis, German. Anyway, my topic will talk about English language teaching, but you can stretch it to Bahasa. Yeah, because the principles are the same. Yeah? So I just want to make this a very interactive session. You know, what I'll do is that we did this research here in September 1992. Because I start, can you recognize this photo? Siapa tu? Basket. I thought we show you. Yeah. So before I started the talk, I gave it, and I've only done this talk. This is my third time. Yeah. I take my personal time to share with teachers this. I think it's very, very interesting story to me. So I noticed that when she won the Oscar, the paper did an interview of her, and this is actually her nephew. Yeah, she's a people. And her nephew also read this article. Her nephew is Vicky Yo. Yeah, Vicky Yo, and this is what belakang boleh nampak. Can you see the back there? You can come to the front. Yeah, ada some chairs. I can move to the front. Yeah. So anyway, I just read through the article. I picked up a few things that she said here. Yeah. This is the niece. Yeah, the niece of Michelle Yeoh, and she said, Vicky Yeoh, her name. Yeah. You possess the ability to shape your future and your life according to your aspirations. What you aspire to be. If you have set your heart to it, you will achieve it. Whether you do it online or do it another way, doesn't matter. But you must have aspiration. Yeah, so you say, and to her, what are the things that, this is what she said, yeah, just quoting. I think there's a lot of sense. Yeah? Believe in yourself. Does it make sense? Yeah? Believe in yourself. Set your own goals. Last Saturday, I was attending a session. I still listen to people, motivators, yeah, talk about goal setting. Yeah? Believe in yourself. Set your own goals, and never be afraid to pursue your passions. What you want to do in life. I want to be a movie star. I want to be the best Bahasa Malaysia teacher. I want to be the best multimedia teacher. Set your own goals. Then, it's your determination. Remember the keyword, yeah? Determination, your hard work, and resilience that will shape your future. Nothing comes easy in life. And if Keith is mentioned, I spent 20.5 years di Kementerian Pendidikan, 2 years in Garden International School. I resigned from the ministry. That's why I'm here talking to you. And this is my 24th year as country director for Cambridge Exams Malaysia. As Coach Keith said, I also oversee Ministry of Education Brunei. Yeah? So hard work, resilience, determination. This is what I like what you say. Always be humble. Humble. Rendah diri, is it right? Always be humble and give back to the community wherever you can. This is what Vicky Yo said, read her article, interview. So what I'm going to share with you today is the research background. I will can you help me to pass on this? I just provide this questionnaire for you all. Take one copy. I think that should be enough. I printed 90. Give told me that 80. Just help to. Can you just give one copy? Take one sheet only. Take one copy. Pass it up. Pass it. Just take a copy and then. But I will do this Josh questionnaire in English. Obviously give a Malay translation here. So if you have any questions you want to ask, just ask. It's two-sided, Two-sided. 2 pages. There are 25 statements, 1 to 25. Just take a look. Spend 4-5 minutes. I give you 4-5 minutes, Just read this questionnaire and see whether you can associate some of the qualities. Enough, happy.
Jawab tengok saja. observe saja tapi jawab. Evaluate saja, tak perlu jawab, ya. Evaluate saja. Merhati saja. Tengok dan renung dia as a teacher, as a master teacher, see how many qualities you have here. This is actually tengok dan renung, But if you look at then you see whether you result daily research. Boleh buat, Then you don't have to share. Don't have to share with you. Cikgu sekali sekarang kena balik sini saja. Punya you tahu pelajar apa dengan kepala better teacher. Boleh this for you. You want to think also can, right? I'm going to give you the findings. I'm going to give the findings and see how many you got right. I give you 2 more minutes. Matematik pun boleh juga. Ciri-ciri lebih kurang cross the subject.
before I share with you the findings, yeah, I just want to ask a quick question. This was when I first was transferred to Jemaat Nazir, yeah, from Institute of Madani Baki. So, ketua unit, ya, dia ni ketua bahasa. So, Adi dia kena nama, ya. So, he said, Mr. Good morning. First day I reported for work, yeah. And then he said, you look very young to be inspector. The time I tak berubah lagi. You know, I was only 35, 36. A lot of inspector of school, very senior looking. So he looked at me, Mr. Okay, you look too young to be an inspector of school. So he said, okay, never mind. Let me ask you one question, yeah? Can you tell me what is the biggest room in life? What is the biggest room in life? Bilik yang terbesar di dunia. Anybody? Quick one. The biggest room in life. R-O-O-M. English teacher. Come on. Can't be the toilet. Can't be the bathroom. Can't be the showroom. Can't be the storeroom. Come on. Try. Come again. The biggest room in life. I'll give you my pen. Cambridge one, Cambridge. Really? University of Cambridge assessment. Try. Imagination. Close to it. Come on. And the biggest room in life. Bilik yang terbesar di dunia. This is what? Library. Quite close. Bigger than that? Pardon? Louder. Your brain, quite close. Imagination, quite close. Because for trying, so I won't waste time, yeah. I give my pen to the imagination, yeah. Yeah. So, I will share with you, yeah. The biggest room in life is room for improvement. You write the report card kan? Memang ada ruang untuk menambah baik kan? So, it is room for improvement. Yeah. So that is the biggest room in life. So then, he looked at me, so he would say, has anybody asked you this question before? I said, honestly, Cik Hadi, nobody has ever asked me this before. How come you know the answer? Cik Hadi, I'm an English language teacher. I know figure of speech, lebih kurang. So remember that. So this morning session, what I want to do with you, you come all the way, come down from KL, I just want to have a very good session reflexive with you. A time for reflection. How have you been doing as a class teacher? How well have you been teaching? Look at some of these qualities. Yeah? So we did this. I'll share with you some of the findings. Yeah? Okay. If you look at the questionnaire, this questionnaire, I type it myself. It is Oliver A. typewriter. No laptop at that time. So I type it out myself. I was secretary of the panel, Panitia Bahasa Inggris, yeah, Jemaat Nazir. So this was done in actually we did it in July 1992. We did compiled report in September 1992. Yeah. Then 103 secondary schools. We did 103 secondary schools. 6,086 Form 4 students. Form 4 students. We don't want to ask teacher. Teacher would put their own perspective. We want the students' perspective. Perspective dari seorang pelajar. Yeah. So we did the Form 4 students, 17 inspectors of school. It is di seluruh Malaysia, including Sabah Sarawak. Yeah, Penajam Sabah Sarawak. 17 inspectors nationwide, 103 secondary schools, 6,000. So I think it should be a very valid study here. And we also did, in this questionnaire, we also had translation. We were to go in Bahasa Malaysia. Yeah? Then, okay. Previous, what are the instruments we use? This is a checklist, 25 statements. Students will select, we ask them to do three things, about two main things. First of all, you pick from these 25 statements. The first one they did, select 10 most important statements. So out of the 25, you pick the 10 most important to you. Then from the 10 most important, you rank which is the most important. 1, 2, and 3. When you ask them to do three things, yeah? Rank 3. For the first one, you choose out of the 25 statements, you choose 10. Then out of the 10, you rank. Bagi pangkat, yeah? Ranking. Yeah? 1, 2, and 3, which you consider most important. Yeah? Then, what are the similar studies? We have to do a bit of literature. There's some similar studies done in 1981 by this English teacher called Howard Altman. What do you think a real second language teacher is? He singled out 12 qualities. Yeah? He did a research in 1981. Gerard in 1977 also did a research on a good foreign language teacher, and he covered French students, 1,000 French students. This is our research, 6,000. Yeah. Then Sanderson also did a study in 1983, qualities of a good modern language teacher, modern language of German and so on. Yeah. So these are some of the previous researches which were done. And we grouped the 25 statements into 7 categories. 7 categories. The first category, we call it personality. Sasya. Yeah? Teacher's personality. The second factor, interest and attitude. Yeah? Whether you are interested in teaching the subject or not, what's attitude towards the student, towards the subject. If you are enthusiastic, you enjoy teaching the subject, the student can see in your eyes. They will also like the subject. But every time you come in, the first thing you start in the classroom, they will also know that you are not interested in the subject. Yeah? So, interest and attitude. The third one is a competency in the language. Yeah? Can you handle, do you write good bahasa? Do you write good English? Do you speak good English? So we call it competency and the language that you use. The fourth factor we look at is language command. The fourth one is teaching methodology. Do you write a lesson plan clearly? Use online resources. That time there are online resources. Yeah, but we have what we call, remember we used to call alat apa tu? ABM. Alat bantuan mengajar. ABM, ya. That time mana ada multimedia resources. Pernah dengar kan? So we use alat bantuan mengajar, or we call AVA, Audio Visual Aids. That time, ya. So I still remember when I was a lecturer in the Institute of University, 1991, ya. We use OHP. Remember, siapa pernah pakai OHP? Overhead projector. Then we use the sinar. Yeah. We use the transparency, we write. Those are the days when we talk about technology. In that time, OHP very friendly, you know. You go to school, you use the this teacher canggih, you know. That is the 19. When we used to make thermal, we use the OHP. I still have sinar here. Yeah. So those were AVA. Yeah. So that is teaching methodology also. Then use of teaching aids are linked together, and student preparation. Do you tell the student, tomorrow I'm going to teach, let's say, peribahasa. Go and read chapter 10. Yeah, tomorrow also you better prepare. Teacher, student preparation. Yeah, and the last one is class management. So these are the 7 factors we look at under these 25 statements. Yeah, we group them into these seven categories. Yeah, then. These are the statements I just gave you. Yeah? So you look at it, you can rank if you want, you don't want to rank also run. But I will share with you the first task, yeah? Which are the 10 statements that they pick up, the 10 statements most frequently picked up. So I rank the 10 statements, I will rank that, pick up the 10 statements in terms of frequency. What the students consider as important. Yeah, as important. Yeah, I will share with you. This is a bit because I just followed source. I couldn't. I had no time to do new one. So I just put this is the results. I read to you. Yeah, I read to you. This is in terms of frequency. Yeah, frequency kekerapan. Yeah. So they put the 10 out of 25. Yeah. Out of the 10, the one that got the highest frequency. Statement number 4. Statement number 4 uses different methods to make lessons interesting. Student number 4. The next one, thank you. Explain, statement number 12. Explains lessons clearly. Explains lesson clearly. Okay. Then the next one, uses English students can understand. Some of them, we got teachers, they need masalah, but you cannot understand the masalah is English. Yeah? So you speak your natural, more Malaysian English. Uses language students and English students understand. Number 4, the statement number 1, approachable. We define approachable, we translated it as mudah didampingi. Okay? Mudah didampingi, approachable. Then number 5, speaks and writes English well. These are 5 statements. Number 6, makes students like English. That is enthusiasm. It's very important. Okay? And Number 7, then statement 23, knowledgeable person. Guru yang berilmu, yang banyak berilmu pengetahuan. Yeah? So that's the 7. Number 8 is statement number 11, encourages questions. Ask students to ask questions. That's number 8. Number 9, sympathetic and patient. Sympathetic and patient. Hanya sabar, hanya sympathetic. Yeah? And then, number 10, questions to help students understand. Ask very good questions, very good questioning techniques to help students understand. But it so happened that number 11, I like the ciri number 11. So I say I pick 11, I share with 11. 11 statement, they pick sense of humor. Sense of humor. And then one of my colleagues, she's very particular, she wants to say the humor must be healthy humor. Healthy humor. Please define that, ya. Apakah humor yang sehat? Sehat, bersih, suci. Very difficult. Ada humor yang kurang suci, ya. And so this is actually the 11th statement that they pick as frequency kekerapan, yeah, for the highest 65 and so on. Then out of this 11 that they picked up, which are the top 10? Which are the top they rank? This is kepangkatan, ranking. Yeah, the first one is kekerapan. The second one is kepangkatan. Yeah, so we ask them to rank. Which are the top statements, yeah? Who want to guess the top number 1 statement that student rank? So it's like from 11, yeah? The number 1 has to be most important that student rank. Okay, this is it to begin away, yeah? You got a bet. The first, number 1, the student rank is approachable, mudah didampingi. So that speaks for yourself, yeah. I tell my coach school, so I say, after I observe teacher observation, yeah, I have to give a report, English teachers, 6, 7 of them, I share with them. So when I share with them the findings, what's happening in the Kementerian, and then my opening speech, I always say, there are 2 types of teachers. 2 types of teachers, dua jenis cikgu, 3 types of teaching. Pernah dengar tak? 2 types of teachers, 3 types of teaching. Have you ever heard that? 2 types of teachers, yeah, but 3 types of teaching. Okay, I'll share with you. This one you cannot Google, it comes from me. So it's sometimes. So what is the first type of teaching? The first type teacher first, yeah. The first type teachers, you ask yourself, are you a good teacher? Good teacher, first type teacher. That word explains itself, just about good teaching, effective teaching, enthusiastic teacher, you know, good teacher. The second type of teacher, can you guess? Louder. Bad, you know I'm bad, yeah? Michael Jackson. But I cannot say you are a bad teacher. I am an inspector, so I'm also a teacher. How can I tell my teachers you are a bad teacher? They're not diplomatic skill, right? I cannot say bad teacher, I cannot use the word. So what do I describe them? Not so good teachers. Kurang baik. Lebih diplomatic kan? So I say, good teachers, not so good teachers. Then I say, let me sir, what about 3 types of teaching? 3 types of teaching. First type of teaching, if you are a good teacher, what do you produce? Good teachers will deliver what teaching? Good teaching lah. Who say good teaching? Good teachers will produce good teaching lah. Then bad teachers, what will they produce? Bad teaching lah, yes lah. Bad teaching. The third one, this is a very beautiful bag. This one you read. Serious ah? Ini terima dari University Bookstore Malaysia. It's a nice trolley. If you can guess, I give you this. The third type of teaching. So I really need 2 types. Good teaching, not so good teaching. You cannot say bad teaching, cannot. Just like good teachers, not so good teachers. Good teaching, not so good teaching. What will be the third type of teaching? Who can guess? Louder. Excellent. Excellent is a good. Close, no? Something better than that? Mediocre also like not so good teaching.
So-so.
Try again. Try.
So-so.
Come again? So like not so good lah, kan? So teaching lah, ya. Bukan excellent, average so like so lah. Come on, stretch your imagination. Hey, you want this bag? Nice poly bag.
Skema. Skema punya teaching.
Apa tu? Skema. The word I share with you is a very simple word. It's only 2 letters. 2 huruf saja.
Okay.
Okay, 4 huruf. Okay, no. Okay is almost like so lah, kan? Yes, lagi. You are very clever. You give somebody, give your friend. The worst teaching is no teaching. And you know why I say that? It is a teacher who never goes inside the class. I remember when I was a lecturer at Institute of Millennium Party. I just finished my masters. So when during the talk, the pengarah was Hussein Ahmad. Dr. Hussein Ahmad, those of you heard of him, he passed away. He used to tell us lecturers, dia bagi nasihat lah. And he said, you as a lecturer, you have to take your job seriously, responsibly. So he said, what is the worst sin, SIN, a teacher can commit, a lecturer can commit? Kesalahan yang paling buruk sekali is no teaching, correct? Tak masuk kelas. That is the worst sin a teacher or lecturer can commit. So we used to argue, honestly, if you look at it, poor teaching, so-so teaching, average teaching, not so good teaching is still better than no teaching. If I taught by the bad Bahasa teacher or the bad English teacher, I will still learn bad English, but I will improve. At least I can catch a bit, you know. Papa over here and there, I can still talk. But if you don't come inside class, Papa nak belajar. True or not? So, it was quite interesting. I spoke to one counselor just last Thursday at Suchi International School. I had lunch and she told me, when I told her this story, she shared with me, she said, counsel student, a lot of problems come to her. So we talked about communication, yeah. So she said, she asked me, she posed this back to me. She said she put through 3 bowls of rice, yeah. 3 mangkuk nasi. 1, 2, 3, yeah. And she asked me, 1 bowl of rice, I always go, selalu, why your rice? I say, why tak cukup putih lah, tak cukup masak lah, you know. Scold the rice. The second bowl, she always puji. Hey, your rice so tasty, so white, so fluffy, so tasty. The third bowl of rice, mangkuk ketiga, dia langsung tak peduli. That's all the talk, you know. Asingkan saja lah. Oh lah. Only these 2 people, one always selalu puji, the other selalu keji. So these 3 bowls of rice, and she said, which bowl of rice do you think turn back the fastest? Turn back very pasti, the fastest. That one that you langsung tak peduli. So I don't know, I said, are you serious? Nasi pun boleh jadi. He said, yes, she experimented. So go back home, whoever you love, my student you love, whether you keji or puji, cakaplah, berinteraksi. Don't leave the student unattended. I think there's a lot of truth in it. Yeah, you go back, you reflect. A good teacher always reflects. Yeah. So I just want to share with you. So the top, when you look at it, this is student perspective now. This one is student perspective. We call it a bottom-up approach. Banyak kajian yang dibuat ya, they call top-down approach. Cikgu-cikgu punya perspective. Why you never ask a student? So we purposely chose Form 4 students. So we did this bottom-up. We want the perception from the student. So to them, they rank mudah didampingi. So remember, as a teacher, next tomorrow or so you go back to school, send you lebih buat sikit ya. So it is actually a lot of truth in it, I think. Yeah, you must first make the student like you first. If the student likes you, the student will like the subject that you are teaching. I believe in that, honestly. Yeah, so that they share with you. Then, what is the second? After mudah didampingi, what's the second one they rank? The next one they rank number 2 is also number 2. Speaks and writes good English. So the first one, if you look at it, is personality factor. Then it's pedagogical factor. Competency in the knowledge. Yeah, have good knowledge of the subject. Yeah. And the third top statement number 25. What is that? The 25. Uses English which students can understand. That is the top 3. I will give you just mark down, yeah. I give you the rest of the ranking, yeah. Then number 4 is statement 23. 4 is statement 23. 5 is statement 60. 1-6, yeah. 6 is statement 4. 6 is statement 4. 7 is statement 12. Yeah, 7 is statement 12. 8 is statement number 10. And 9 is statement number 5. 10 is statement 21. Sense of belonging. Humor yang sehat, ya. Tak boleh lucu. So I just want to share with you these findings that we did here. 26,000 over students across the whole of Malaysia, and there should be a lot of validity indeed here. So I just want to share with you. So you go back, you look at it, you reflect. How many of these qualities, you practice and have in yourself? Yeah, and then you see this is done in 1990, as you say, 1992, or now it's 2023, almost 30 years back. Yeah. And then you see whether there have been any changes or not. As you can see, the only change now that has made teaching a bit different is the use of IT, online resources. Yeah? It's technology that has changed teaching in the classroom quite a bit. Yeah? So as a teacher, I keep on learning new technology as well. Yeah? So afterwards, if UBSM will share with you some of the digital resources that they promote to schools. Yeah? They are the suppliers, the providers. Yeah. So he and his colleague will share with you. So he just invited me to do this teaching session with you all. Yeah. And I said, okay, I'll come now. This is the third time I'm doing this. Yeah. After German Nazir, I've been busy promoting, looking after international schools. So I just want to share this with you, and I'll just run through one or two other things only. Yeah. So keep it and then go back and renong. Yeah. So when we compare to present day findings, just now I showed you Howard Altman, Sanderson. Now a very often quoted effective teaching is Professor John Hattie. Professor John Hattie, his book is called Visible Learning. Yeah, Visible Learning. You can buy the book. Yeah, Visible Learning. I think it's a bookstore. Oh no, Amazon. Your colleague got it for me. His colleague got it for me. So I read only 2 pages, no time to read. But I attended a lot of talks on him. He did a lot of research on feedback, teacher feedback. Yeah? So in his book, yeah, you look at it, and this is, I think, a very powerful quotation from him. Yeah? And this is what Professor John Hattie says. Yeah? Excellence in teaching is the single most powerful influence on student achievement. I think it's a very powerful statement. Excellence in teaching is the single most powerful influence on student achievement, and it is very difficult to challenge that. Yeah? Excellence in teaching. So when we talk about in German Nazir, we talk about good teaching. Good teaching means the better word is actually effective teaching. Pengajaran yang berkesan. Ya, kalau pengajaran yang baik, of course pengajaran yang baik also means pengajaran yang berkesan, yang ada impact pada student. So that is what I would say the powerful influence on students in Germany, Professor John Hattie. Yeah. Then this is also the Cambridge program, which is quite close. Keith talk a little bit. So I promote a lot of. I used to do ESR, KBSM, so I can talk about both curriculum. I can compare and contrast. Yeah. So one of the key factors here in a lot of schools, we always talk about hard skills, soft skills. What I think our scholar kebangsaan, what they lack here is the promotion of soft skills. Soft skills, subjects like art and design, is very important because of multimedia. Subject like music is very important. Teach the student to read music notes, to play musical instrument. Subject like PE is very important. So I remember I was inspectoring German Nazir from 1992 to 96. Yeah? I share with you another. Sorry. I didn't know that was whole time. 5 more minutes. Okay. So when I go to school, I asked the pengetua, cikgu, dia tunjuk jadual waktu. And so I look at the jadual waktu. I always look at 2 subjects, even though I'm supposed to speak English. I always look at 2 subjects. I look at first art and design. Second subject I look at is pendidikan jasmani. I look at pendidikan jasmani. Then I ask the mentor, mengapa ni lukisan dan PJ pendidikan jasmani semua di sewaktu saja. One period, 40 minutes. In our curriculum, the mainstream curriculum, what they call the directive, you must have 2 lessons, 2 periods. You must give 2 periods. Yep. Cut short one art, cut short one PE. Then I ask the ketua, why do you do that? Hey, Mr. Dia kata, art ni lukisan tak penting tau. Oh, then how about pendidikan jasmani? Pendidikan jasmani pun tak penting lah. Oh, then I say, what do you use? You take out one period from art, you take out one period from pendidikan jasmani. What do you do? I go and teach maths. Because maths, they do well, they get lebih gaji. Ayo, I say, finish. Because you look at it, honestly, art and design is very, very important in the students' life. Siapa mengajar lukisan sini? Oh, betul tak? Yeah. Art and design. PJ, siapa mengajar PJ? Penting kan? Because budak-budak have so much energy, that's why you try to keep fit. Lifestyle, it's very important. So I say, I pity the school, pity the student. But this is something I say, soft skill, hard skill. And then you must also encourage students to learn bahasa, speak English, speak Arabic, speak Malay well, learn Mandarin. There was one Islamic school at a graduation I attended in KL, Wangsa Melawati, Sekolah Adani, Islamic school, you know the school. Pak Hasni, his graduation done in 5 languages. These are international school, but done in 5 languages. First one, Bahasa Malaysia. Second one, English. Third one, Arabic. Fourth one, guess? Mandarin. Fourth one. Fifth one, quite close. French. Sekolah. Antara bangsa tau, sekolah Islami. In KL, 5 languages. So he was encouraged a student be multilingual. Then, as he mentioned just now, I attended one talk. I have you a talk dekat Alhamra International Islamic School dekat Damansara. So the principal, I still remember his name, Gabriel, out Canada, So he showed the parents what languages they're going to pick, We got a lot of languages. So he said the school is going to, of course, English, Malay, compulsory for Malaysians in international school, Bahasa Arab. Yeah, and then the 4th language he picked just now, French. He picked French, and then after that he asked, he said, "Why do we pick French?" So I said, then he said, "We also don't know why we pick French." Then I said, "Maybe French is a romantic language, lah." He said, "French, who considers French romantic language?" Tak tahu lah, tak tahu mana boleh romantic kan? But he said, French is romantic language. Then when it was my turn to talk, I said, just now Gabriel said French is a romantic language. I don't agree with him, I said. So of all the languages, if you were to pick one language, which language will you choose to be the most romantic language? Louder. Louder. No, tadi saya apa? First one? Why you choose Mandarin? She picked Mandarin, This also given. Of course, I will choose Mandarin. Mandarin, 1.4 billion. It is scientifically and also data-wise, empirically proven. The highest population in the world is in China, right? And then, after China, after Mandarin, what language will you pick? Hindi. Bollywood, after China is India, right? So if you want to make babies, your language is not romantic, how to make babies. This is healthy with humor, yeah? So I just want to share this multilingualism. It's very important aspect of today's learning as well. Schools must teach, whether Kebangsaan school, must teach more languages to the student. Yeah? Make them multilingual. Setuju tak? Yes, belajar German, belajar French, belajar Mandarin. Yeah? Besides Malay and English. Yeah? So I just want to share this with you. So this is Cambridge curriculum we have at Police. Yeah? So this is actually Cambridge Spanjaya, but you can learn more from our website. Yeah? This is our website, Cambridge Info. You can look at it, and then My contact details also inside this website, around the world. So I work for Cambridge Assessment. So with that, I just want to say thank you. If you have any question, you are free to ask. I want to thank the University Bookstore Malaysia again. I want to thank the Padanan, Perpustakaan Awam Johor, Yalta, and all the friends here who invited me to share this session with you. A long time I've not spoken to SMK teachers. And I just say thank you, selamat bertugas, Thank you.